Gaffer, a narrow defeat in the end to Burton Albion this afternoon. What's your assessment of the game?
Difficult game, roller coaster. Never felt comfortable with the way we were defending, even though we took a 2-goal lead. I think they were pressing. I was uncomfortable with what they were doing. And again, from a psychological point of view, it was difficult. But the players responded. They never run away from the situation. Once we got down to 10 men again and we were losing the game, we responded quite well. So I'm happy with certain aspects of the way we played. I'm happy with certain aspects of the performance. I'm not happy with the result. I'm not happy with the defending. But again, those are decisions that players make individually when they're on the pitch with the situation they find themselves in. Me against you. A player against a player from the opponent. And it's a combination of player against player. It's 10v10. And the players have to make better footballing decisions. And it might have been mental decisions, footballing decisions. There might have been a physical fatigue today, but I never felt comfortable. Never felt comfortable.
Is that the most disappointing aspect then, the fact that we started so well and got a 2-goal lead, but by half-time it was gone?
I don't think we started brilliantly. I think we got 2 brilliant goals. I think, again, it can play tricks with you. The 2-goal scoreline, we weren't brilliant. We were doing okay. The opposition were hurting us in key areas that I wanted to try and get better. And the players had to respond to what was necessary, what the opponents were doing, but we didn't quite get that. So it was very difficult situations for the players. Psychologically for the players and for the supporters, very difficult to deal with being 2 up and then losing 3-2 at half time. It is, but it's a game that lasts 90 minutes. I think there was a certain amount of bravery in what the players did in the second half once they were down to 10 men. But again, I can't support the bad decisions that were being made defensively for the 4th goal, which ultimately is the goal that cost us the game. The 2-0 up scenario, from a psychological point of view, was brilliant. It was brilliant. But the performance, I was quite worried with some of the decisions that the players were making. I thought Burton were quite dangerous for us. But again, I think we made the most of their defensive bad decisions that they were making. I think we did. But certain aspects of the game in the middle of the park, I was pleased with. Ron Darcy, James Weir did well today, the substitute impact that they made. But defensively, from A to B, all the way through the team, I don't think it was good enough. It's a game of oppositions, and we ended up defending space instead of defending players too many times. And it was too easy. The goals that we conceded today, there were no reflection of the performance and the bravery shown at Sunderland and to a certain degree against Shrewsbury the other day. So I've got to assess it. Was there a little bit of fatigue? The distances were too big. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. But again, I think there's got to be more physical impact on the opponents, especially when playing against strikers with Lucas Aitken and Boyce in particular. We can't give those players the type of room that we give them today.
Luke Murphy was sent off for 2 bookable offences. Do you see the second one as a little bit harsh, or is it the correct decision from the referee?
I think it's a little bit harsh. I think there's an overreaction from the referee once the player stays down, but I think it's just a mistimed. It's not, with any great intent, but he's got to box clever a little bit, in those situations. It was a very difficult game for the players today. I sensed that over the last couple of days, but you want to try and pick, what you consider to be your best opportunity to win the game, and I thought we did that, but we just didn't get the right footballing decisions today on what was, in general, not a bad performance. It was a terrible result and some terrible defensive mistakes that we made today.
How big a moment in the game was Luke Murphy sending off?
It was a big moment. It's probably going to make bigger an impact on the next games that we've got, with Jason Lowe and Luke Murphy being, suspended. So with players going back to the clubs, certainly, we have to address that, but we have to address it with a clear mind. And we can't overreact, and we can't react, you know, by just bringing players in for the sake of it. We've got to get the right players. We've got to look at the, you know, 23 games that we've got remaining. I think it's a lot of games. Is it 23? It is, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Is it? So 23 games remaining. So there's a lot of games. There's more than half a season.
On a positive note, good to have a player of Will Buckley's quality back in the group and back on the pitch.
Yes. Again, it needs must. He's only been back on the training pitch a couple of days. But to get him out there, you know, and to bring that energy on and that know-how and that little bit of speed, really pleased.
When Liam Boyce scored Burton's fourth, a lot of people might have said that that was game over, but we've had chances then to still get a point. The goal ruled out for offside from Dennis Politic, and then the big chance at the end from Ronan Darcy.
Well, I think most people left then. So, you know, the game's not over. It's 90 minutes plus 5 today. Ronan Darcy has a great opportunity. And it's good play. But we needed that energy on the pitch. We needed it, you know. I was reluctant to, you know, leave Daryl Murphy out. You know, and he got his goal. But it was important that we got that energy back on the pitch. You know, the players statistically, you know, they've done a lot of running, a lot of running. So it's difficult, but you know, you live with it. I think, you know, I think 16 league games, you know, that we've played now. We've lost 6, drawn 6 and won 4. You know, and it's difficult, but it's one that it's not irretrievable. You know, you can go on a really good run. We're scoring the goals, you know, but defensively today, individually, some of the decisions, I think the players know, you know, the chalk and cheese within 3 games, Sunderland to, you know, with respect to better defensive, you know, decisions was noticeable.